All right, folks, here's one of the more unusual pieces to come out of the studio. You're probably just trying to wrap your mind around it. Let me tell you what's going on here. This is a unit of Plague Marines who are carrying an aspiring champion. This is a concept for where a greater demon would come through. It was apparent that with these guys with the chains pulling him along, that we would have to put him on some sort of display. So this will actually move along during the game until he becomes possessed. And then the guys can detach. Each chain has a little plug or spike on it that goes into the hands of these little chaos cultists. And they're these really warped hooded figures. These are all sculpted. A lot of green stuff work on there. The client had requested a guy throwing up, and this is what we got for that. It's translucent, and the base has all like this dead grass, this putrescent light sort of glowing off of this guy, and these shards of corroded battlefield debris, these chunks of metal. There are all these, I think there's 7, which is a sacred number of Nurgle, 7 of these Nurgle symbols with the chains coming out. Now, the aspiring champion, you can't really see him, but he is entombed in, I think, somewhere between 4 and 6 layers of resin, which has been painted or glazed at each level. And you can see him, he's kind of hunched over in there. This is a leg, for example, and that's one of his shoulder pads. And if you look on the other side, you can just see half of his head. So this guy is really encased in this sort of floating mucousy tomb. Here's a shoulder pad, and that's his head in there. Hopefully with the still pics you can see this a little better. And the chains actually go all the way through, even though you can't see them in most cases, but the chains go all the way through and embed themselves in him. So it's really quite a piece. And then this is some of our higher level work. This is a Typhus, which I think turned out quite well, and with some very delicate object source lighting on him for what that's worth. So hope you enjoyed, and there it is.